We go to the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Olson, for 5 minutes.
I thank the chair and welcome our witnesses. Mr. Chairman, this may be the most important hearing this committee has in the 115th Congress because we're dealing with life and death. Life and death. I'll bet someone in this room knows someone who's been addicted to prescription opiates. Some in this room may know someone who's died from that addiction. Some in this room may know someone who's addicted to illicit opiates. I guarantee you the people watching on C-SPAN know these people, and they're hurting. My first question is for you, Mr. Doherty. You mentioned that the opioid prescription crisis is now expanding to other illicit drugs, mostly heroin. It's roaring back with a vengeance with the new synthetic sidekick cousin, fentanyl. I've been told a piece of fentanyl the size of a grain of salt can be lethal to a human being. It's that dangerous. The cartels, as you mentioned, are mixing it up down there with heroin, with stuff coming from China. There's no quality assurance. It's the cartels. That poison's coming to America. And that means it's coming across the southern border, my home state of Texas. I talked to our Border Patrol yesterday about their enforcement actions. They say right now they capture about 50% of the traffic coming across our border. They can do better. They will do better with more resources and support from Congress. But the cartels adapt. They are good at adapting. When I was in the Navy, we were trying to get them down in Panama. They had actually submarines. They'd come up here, go across, come up northern Mexico, go across by San Diego, pop up at night. You can't see them. They dig tunnels. They can't get over. So my question is, what is DEA doing to combat the opiate crisis coming about across the border, working with CBP, probably some of the drug task force, and also local authorities? What are you doing right now to stop that drugs from coming across the fentanyl mixed with illicit opiates?
Congressman, thank you for that question. I would point directly to our Special Operations Division, our Fentanyl Heroin Task Force. It's a multi-agency task force that collates, coordinates, and deconflicts information across all of the United States and all of the world, quite frankly. And we work closely with CBP and all of our federal, state, and local partners. However, as a command and control targeting center, our SOD, Special Operations Division, is specifically designed to look at cartel activity and to target them at the appropriate level, and then obviously bring those seizures to bear and follow up on leads within the domestic United States. We stand with all of our federal partners in combating this and share information on a routine basis. And I truly believe it's a whole-of-government approach in that DEA partnered with federal, state, and local agencies need to redouble all of our efforts, and we can do better and we should do better.
Another question, what is DEA doing to combat online sales of fentanyl and new psychoactive substances via the dark web, online sales, getting around the border?
Thank you for the follow-up, Congressman. With respect to online pharmaceutical sales, fentanyl sales, NPS, new psychoactive substances, DEA has been very aggressive in this area. Just last month, there was a joint takedown of Alpha Bay, the world's largest darknet network selling for criminal activity, however, selling fentanyl and other dangerous drugs. It was estimated that this network earned approximately $1 billion annually. It was a sweeping investigation with DEA and the FBI and others, and we think that DEA, in partnership with other federal agencies, in concert with our state and local agencies, can make a difference with respect to darknet trafficking and internet trafficking, and we will stand with all of our partners in doing so.
Thank you. I'm running out of time. I want to conclude by saying the fact that thousands of Americans have died with these prescription drugs, illicit drugs, is a collective failure of American society. And Americans know that failure is not an option. Never has been, never will be. Let's get this fixed ASAP. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes